I'm here with nonfiction writer Isaac Anderson, whose work has appeared in journals such as Image, Portland Magazine, The Atlantic, Fourth Genre, Los Angeles Review of Books, Literature and Belief, and elsewhere, and has been given honorable mention in Best American Essays. He has co-authored a small volume titled Economy of Love and has taught creative writing at Ohio State University, Lenoir-Rhyne University, and Seattle Pacific University, where he is currently in residence as Image's Milton Fellow while at work on an essay collection. Thank you, Isaac, for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
To start off, perhaps you could tell us how and why you first began writing.
Sure. I trace my kind of writing progress back to when I was working at a church early in my mid-20s, and I began getting opportunities to preach. And I discovered that if I was going to have anything to say in a sermon, it was going to require me to put pen to paper, that I really wasn't a speaker as much as I was a writer who then spoke out of my writing process. And so I began to develop some chops as a writer through having those experiences or those opportunities. And then as I got a little bit older, I found that I was really taken with nonfiction writing in particular, and that began with spiritual writing specifically, and then it kind of ballooned out to all the various forms and subgenres of nonfiction, and I began to just be fascinated by the essay and by memoir, and I decided to go to grad school and pursue further training in that type of writing. And so began as a preacher early on and made the transition over time to become an essayist and memoir writer.